Hello, everyone. I would like to take this opportunity on the 1st of January 2026 to wish everybody a happy new year and thank all of my clients for coming to me over the past year and trusting me with your health. The year of the snake, I will be happy to see the back of it, which we've got one more month until mid-February and the Chinese New Year, where we'll be moving into the fire horse, which personally for me feels far more my kind of style because it's going to be charging forward, it's got momentum and it's got like energy behind it. But I feel like that the year of the snake had to happen first to help us shed so that we were prepared for this momentum of charging forward in the new earth. And so basically, like this shedding that's going to be for one more month, my advice for people would be, in my own personal experience, the way it's been happening is like we get warning signs, you're kind of being guided to step into this new way of doing things, but it's scary because it's unknown. And when you look ahead, there's nothing to compare it to because it's never been done before. And so in the past, we had like a past, present, and future, and you could compare. If I do this, A, B, and C, and I set goals and I have a trajectory, I can achieve X, Y, Z. But that doesn't work anymore. Now it's like I'm in this present moment, and now I'm in this present moment, and now I'm in this present moment. So what you really wish for in your heart, if you live in abundance and gratitude, you can co-create it much faster. But the lesson I feel like is that these old programs that were in the ground about survival and that we need money to survive, and so it takes us out of our creativity and it takes us out of imagination and it puts us into stress and survival mode. And so within that, like those are gone, and the only thing keeping them alive now is our limiting beliefs that they are still real. So it's imperative that we really go within and spend some quiet time observing, looking at life again and questioning with new eyes, is that still the case? Do I believe that? Is that true? Because the laws have changed now and things do work in a different way. And there is these two timelines. And so for some people, none of this will resonate, and that's okay because we're not all on the same timeline. But for my timeline, this is my reality and this is working for me and I'm living it. So I can only share from that point of view. But so in the shedding, what I find is that like you can lose your partner, you can lose your work, you can lose your home, you can lose your health, you can lose your money, you can lose your career, but you don't have to. You don't have to shed everything in the shedding of the snake. If you can come into your heart space of knowing that in the new earth there is abundance in every given moment, and that every time you take a leap of faith, a hand will come out to catch you, or that things will fall and align into place to hold you and to carry you. And so if you can move into that space of trusting that already, then the universe doesn't have to teach us that lesson by taking things from us and then saying, you see, you fell and you hurt yourself, but now this happened. So now you can trust in future going forward that you don't need to hold on and you can surrender, and that there is a different way. So that's the lesson, and I feel like that it's a uncomfortable one, but we're near the end of it. So for the next month, if anything like that is happening in your life, remember that there is the chaos going on at the same time, the old timeline, and the breaking down of the old ways that no longer work anymore. And so in that, you can just shift your perspective, go out for a walk, go within, be the observer, don't give it energy, but from a space of neutrality, go through the motions of things. But remember, like, I'm not getting in the ring with that anymore. I'm not playing that karmic loop of just going around the merry-go-round anymore, of repeat and rinse the same, karmic loops that we've all been in. So by just not giving them energy anymore, sitting in a place of neutrality, trusting that it's happening for you, and then getting ready for the fire horse, which is going to be the year of momentum. And it is a little bit scary because it's never been done before. And so we're stepping into the unknown. And when you look forward, you just see empty space, and then you have to, it's scary to step forward. And actually, like when I say it's never been done before, this is my personal belief. Okay, I believe that maybe it has been done before. When I was younger, when I was small, I used to question Jesus, and I used to question, like, why would God send his only son to earth to have that fate and that destiny? And why would Jesus experience it? And why would he not like bilocate or do something to change his destiny so that it didn't have to be that? Or how could he have attracted it in the first place if we tracked our life based on our thoughts and emotions? So it didn't really make sense to me. But now it does, because I believe, and this I just made up myself, but I believe that that when they talk about the Christ consciousness, that's now, and that Jesus knew this time was coming, and he came and he did this sacrifice for us. That was what they mean by he did it for our sins. It's not that he did it for our sins, but he did it to put those codes into the earth. And now that the veil has lifted with the old programs, those codes are activated. So the Christ consciousness codes are activated now. And that means that he walked that path to show us this way. And so the next people that are stepping in to this new earth are experiencing, the programs that are in the nodes in the earth are reminding us of how it can be done. And so it makes it easier for us. And us that are doing it now are going to make it easier for the people coming behind us, our ancestors, because when they step forward, it'll have already been done, and they will have something to look and compare to, and they can follow us. And so we are the way showers, and Jesus did it for us to make it easier for us. And I feel like now we're stepping up to be everything we can be. We chose this time to be here, and it's really imperative that we watch our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, just try and be in bliss and joy as much as we can. Find a positive point of view for things, or at least a neutral point of view. And if something isn't working in your life, surrender and let it go and just step away, because it's really important. We're co-creating the new earth. And so what we do and what we say and what we feel and the energy we hold is helping. And it's helping our ancestors. It's helping the people that are coming behind us. So I would say trust, surrender, be in joy and love. And I would like to wish you all in 2026 a year of health, joy, bliss, abundance, and love. Happy New Year.